the Right Honorable Kasule Lumumba Justin, the Minister for General Duties in the Office of the Prime Minister, Honorable Members of Parliament present, the ED and Managing Director of the Uganda Development Bank, Mayor, representative of OWC, elders from Busoga. It is not my responsibility today to introduce the Balangira. The kingdom will do that. Today I come to you as a civil servant, a servant of this country, and it is the first time I am going to use English because that is the job, the language in which I am paid. I know many of you have been thinking I'm not a good English speaker. Today is my turn to show you that I really deserve. Many of you have been thinking I'm just local. Ladies and gentlemen, I am national. At the same time, I am international. So now I am going to speak using those facets, and please don't confuse my role today with the role of Katukiro. I thank you very much. Number two, I was asked today to speak about breaking the barriers, exploring investment opportunities in Busoga. If you have been listening attentively, the Right Honorable Rebecca, Dr. Aritwala Kadaga, has handled one part of my presentation. The opportunities in, did you listen attentively? Number two, I cannot purport to understand the opportunities in Busoga better than you, the Busogas. I cannot. That will be a lie. Everybody present today here has an opportunity in their head. That's what brings you here. You know, I'm a motivation speaker. I want to take you to the moon. Everybody present today has an idea in their mind that they would want fulfilled. And I'm not going to attempt to use Busoga. Oh. Buli muntu ali wano lwaleero alina ekiduubo. Okay? Alina ekiduubo kye. Kyayenda kituukirire. Tinekyo. Tumwina abalimi b'ebikaado. Twabona abalimi ba Duma. Twabona abali ku endojja mu industry and all other things. You all have your ideas. So my duty now is going to just help you. And before I do that, allow me to introduce the people who prepared this paper. Sebo Mr. Kabirizi Mark, can you stand? That young man, Mr. Kabirizi Mark, prepared the paper that I'm not going to present. And he was assisted by Rachel Nabasiri. Mwana ko di Kabirizi Mark oliwa na mwendwa? Kamuli na mwendo. Okay. It is also my responsibility where I sit to train those who replace me, and I would be happy if they come from the region I come from. Ladies, now, let me take you to a little bit in academics. You remember when you were in primary school, we were taught how to define. Today, we are talking about opportunity. How many of you can define opportunity? We take it for granted. How many of you can define opportunity? Honorable Kasule Lumumba sang for you here. That is opportunity. But let me define for you opportunity. Opportunity is a time, okay? A time or a set of circumstances that make it possible for you to do something. A time or a set of circumstances that make it possible for you to do something. If it is marrying, the opportunity strikes, you have to hit it then. You marry. It means that it has a time. Ladies and gentlemen, Say it again. Don't you go for prayer. Let us say it again. Opportunity has. It means it does expire. Opportunity expires. Ladies and gentlemen, it means that we don't have all the time in this world to continue thinking about opportunity. Today is the time for Busoga to take this opportunity. But we must also remember that opportunity does not exist if there is a barrier. So you can now know where my presentation is going to shift and go to how do we deal with the barriers for us, for each of you to fulfill your opportunity. Hallelujah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as the planning authority of this country, I want to tell you that the things we do don't just come from heaven. They are very well organized. I always see people putting on yellow. And they say, we are members of the movement. Isn't it? But do you know the principles of the movement? Yes, those who know. Which principle are we discussing? Of the movement. Socio-economic transformation. Why do want to watch some politics? Planning is politics. If you don't understand the politics of the day, you can't plan for that country. So today we are dealing with a principle that deals with socio-economic transformation. But at the same time, we have chosen as the planning authority, the authority, that this country is going to have an economic policy which is liberalized, but at the same time, it is quasi-market. It is a mixed economy. Do we all remember the 10-point program? What number is that one? A mixed economy. Point number 9. Movement. Point number 9 was that this country will run a mixed economy. That we will use both government money, send it our government, but at the same time, we will use private money. Where the private money does not reach, government will come and invest. Then thereafter, the private will take off. And that's the reason this government revived the Uganda Development Bank. It is a government bank. Eno banka yachi ya government. Yakolebwa 1998. Aya atukawe yafuka byona. 70 around there. 72. Yafuka byafuka. Twatuka ekisera nga tuli kutunda buli kintu ekitakola mu Uganda muno. Aye mwebuze lwaki UDB tiyakola ki? Tiyatundwa. As the planning authority, our implementation arm of the plan is UDB. Omukyalo ono mukozi wa ife tukola plani yagireeta mu imembo ki mu bantu. Bulido mumbuuza Muvawala akola ki? Bana ninze nsalawo bye bakola. Nzira sente denga bayo buyinza. Government byekola ni ife tubiteesa. Twabiwa government byabisibwa bakama bange bano. Plan yeiwanga ya parliament nekola ki? Nejibisa. So, nensonga lwaki as an authority twasalawo nga tulikola n'omukyalo ono kuba banka eyali efuire. Era omukyalo nenda mukubire ku mungalo. Ayena achidi dizeni omu kuba baba ba banka eyo. Kuba yali efuire. Ngezira yenda agigema omugenzi mutebire yanka lwaki oyize ebintu ebyafa. Why are you bringing this bank again? He told me off in the State House. And for the first time I disobeyed my idol and I said, this country, given the structure structural problems in this country, you need a bank that does not operate like a commercial bank. Nensonga lwaki omukyalo naliwo. Aliwo kuba twamulowoozaako, aliwo kuba tumwetaaga akole ki abeewo. Ezira yali kujja. Kiri gye muli at this time to take that opportunity. It's up to you. Now, development bank adikola ditya. Development banks don't work like commercial banks. Commercial banks come for your bankable ideas, already good ideas. Your cash flow is running, well, we give you money and then you pay us back. This lady has now a big job for you. Beyond just giving you money, she must prepare you. Did you know that? Your responsibility is to have an idea in the area that she finances. Take it to her to help you structure that idea. But it's not for free. One of the things is that you must succeed. But it's her responsibility and the team to make sure that your idea comes to fruition. It works. They work with you. They even sit on your board, by the way. If you're not managing your business well, it is their responsibility to sit with you and make sure that business works. They don't foreclose. They try as hard as possible. Because the reason they exist is because of the development result. They don't exist to give you money. They exist to create jobs. They exist to create jobs. They exist to make your family better. Buli lwakuwa sente ono n'owerera omwana wo mu boarding ng'olayogeire ng'olwo n'akoze ki omulimo gwe. Omulimo gwe tikwigalawo. Aye mutalowooza nti lwakuba taakwigalawo mwidde atwala sente daabeene mubule naddo. So the bottom line is, everybody here has an idea. You have been seated on those ideas. It is your time today. That's why we should talk less and let people talk about their ideas with the team. That will be more useful. And for us, as an authority, it is important that the priorities of the plan are the priorities of UDB. UDB has one shareholder, who is the Minister of Finance. Now, it is your responsibility as people in Busoga to utilize this chance. Now, what do we need? Quickly, what have been the barriers that we need to deal with? I am so happy today that we have UNBS. UNBS represented? Yes, I am going to give you a new job in the new plan. I am just tired of you just closing people's businesses. I am so tired, for God's sake. Even the police force of this country now has community policing. They come to us to prevent us from making crime. We want UDBS, UNBS, to work with these people to help them achieve the standard. Don't just close them. Don't close them. Expect that in the plan, and it is coming. Planning is a command. It came from the army. Tibia kusaba. Tulikwenda ino standards in this country. We want standards. I tulikusaba UNBS, come to the people, help them achieve the standards. A brother of mine, 3 months ago, opened a toilet paper industry and started making toilet paper. But the process of giving him a certificate was almost a whole year. The man was closed out of rent. We want UNBS, and Honorable Migereko is here with me. What happened with the steel on the bridge is what we want UNBS to do in this country. Come and work with the factory to ensure that the right steel is delivered. Come and work with me in my maize factory to ensure that the right maize is delivered. And standards do not mean end. Standards start in the garden. For God's sake. banati mumpulira nga ndi mukambwe nti kankwese ku obuyinza bwange olwale. Ekyokubiri, bananga Abasoga, where are you investing? There is a danger mu Basoga. I have been rallying all of you to build homes at home. I am not telling you to build big houses at your home. Just have a functional house which is cheap. Sente dindi mudite mbintu ebya production. Stop investing in big houses. They lock your money. I am one of those very bad examples. What is my house making in Chivubuka? I sleep in it 4 times in a year, for God's sake. And I have sunk 500 million. Sunk. 500 million is the money you are looking for from you, UDB. Invest in things that make things. Stop building big houses. Build functional. And most importantly, your mind. Abasoga believe that you can never work together. Many people in this country, you believe that you have to work alone to succeed. The bad news is that success is never an individual story. Success is a group story. But also success is a function of repeated actions. Wogwanga ekibina n'okiramu nga iwogemyanga. Mutaikiriza business kuba kigwa mulundi mulala no wakola ki walumuka bakoba ati amina. Ekintu ekindi kyendi kubasaba Busoga muno. If business is going to survive, if these people are going to survive, the land committees in Busoga, land committee. Mulekera okutola abantu ku ssente buli fomu. Baba Mayor. Abantu banonga bali kwenda okufuna ebyapa. Ate ndi kwogera ku yaidinda gyendi. Tida kwogera ku dindi. Muna otatayo kasente tibakusayiningira form ya kufuna chapa. But you need this title as a collateral. You see how you are affecting us. Baba Mayor, land office yo yeidinda. Asayininga ku byapa idalo akubiri. Yaidani ku Lwokutaano. Bwaba yenze. Lwakuna? Obiboine. Abantu babidi. N'ekyokubiri. Muvawala ni n'ekyapa, ni neighbor ine ekyapa ku itaka ki irala. Ndakano UDB n'atwaleta ekyapa kyo as collateral if these titles are not true titles. Ndakano imwe ba investor. Mulimo gwa imwe okulwanisa buli muntu ali kufulumya ekyapa ekikyamu. Kuba ekyapa sente yoli. Mutalowooza mbu ba leader. Nani a leader? Mwena muli ba leader. That's the mindset I want us to change. Everybody is. If Busoga is to change, if Uganda is to change, let everybody change their home. Uganda will be developed. If every home is developed, Uganda is. Now I am concluding. Umeme. You know, we signed this concession to give us efficiency. Remember, we don't judge you by the power you give us. It is efficiency, for God's sake. And the cost, and I'm the head of planning. And yesterday I paid 10 million to get a 3-phase. The head of planning paid 10 million to get a 3-phase in less than 300 meters. If the head of planning cannot have power in this country, who will have power? All these people want 3-phase, but the cost of getting this power is equal to the capital they need to run their business. I say this with a lot of humility, and I am sorry I'm having to say it. But we need you to help. Even if UDB comes and gives money and you don't help, the money will be lost. Now, if I had borrowed from UDB, the 10 million would go now in power first, instead of doing what I wanted to do. And there is no receipt on the 10 million. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as the planning authority of this country, we would like to see this country industrialize. We would like to see this country, your wealth go up. We would like to see your incomes go up. We request the Development Bank, which is our arm of implementing and financing, to provide us affordable capital. Affordable does not mean free. The word is
affordable.
But bana kamba kobere wemba ni kwenda okufuna sente mu government eda budget right now. Sente edindi nditola mukudde wala mu commercial bank. Ekyo mukidi nze nde wala ku 16% nga government. Na adi wa UDB adi kuwa ku 10%. Ekitegeeza nze mba nkuterere ku 6%. Mutaloza nti byabwerere. Government eberi kutamu sente buli sente dokola ki? Dofuna kibumba abe nimwe. I want to thank you for coming. I want to tell you that the National Planning Authority is here. We are now writing the fourth plan. If you don't tell us what you need, we will tell you what we know. May God bless you.
Amen. Tumwongerenga ledamani basabani banyabo.